Right, so we are
full wide.
make sure that we got our audio settings set right.
Hello, I'm the dumbass that brought up the final caution.
Jag boy. Sharp, go ahead and talk. Sharp, go ahead and talk. Oh my! Every time you talk, the stream freezes. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think you have your audio shared.
Yeah. Just okay.
Yeah, I don't think you have your audio shared.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's coming onto the stream though. The broadcast.
Oh no, you're here.
Yeah.
No, so this broadcasts over the mic party that we're talking in now. You need to make sure that your mic party is set to share. Mm-hmm.
You have to go to the main party screen.
Yeah, so go to party. So on the main menu there, go to party, and then go to party settings. And then you see it says allow your voice to be shared. You got it now? Let me see. It says allow your voice to be shared. Just ignore it. You got it now?
Alright, I'm just waiting for the invitation to the broadcast. And
See who got this poll.
No, I still don't hear you.
you don't hear me.
No.
Damn. Okay, hold on. Just waiting for the invitation.
Oh, there you are. Alright, you're here.
Okay, there it is. Okay, good.
Alright, so we're good.
Oh, I can't see who won the poll.
You don't hear me. Okay, I need to get the invitation to the actual broadcast, and then I'll be good to go.
Okay. Yeah, I think they're ending qualifying now, so as soon as they end that, Gator will let me know it's good to join. I'll send invites to you two fellers, and then if you want to lag back a second and see who won the poll, all that good stuff, because you'll see the fastest lap on the right hand side, and then join. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump right in.
Kellen's not helping me here. Can't
Was he
see who won the poll.
looking at something else?
No, the poll sitter's just not in the top 10.
Oh. That's interesting. He must have ran a quick lap and then just kind of backed off a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes. Gator Mike won the poll. How about that?
Gator Mike on the pole, so that carries 2 points before the race even starts. You see a countdown on there? How long we got?
I am. Yeah, I'm loading the stream right now.
We're loading in the race right now.
They're loading into the race?
Yep.
Okay. He must have been so excited about winning the poll he forgot to tell me it was good to go. So let me join. Let me join. And then send you guys some invites. I got Sharp and Jack Boy. Alright, invites are out. Y'all got it?
Alright. Yes, sir.
Alright, I'm loading in. Welcome everybody, thank you for joining us here tonight. We are at Auto Club Speedway It's going to be the Auto Club 400 at Auto Club Speedway here. Once again, this is Avenged. And tonight, I am joined by Jagboy. He's making his repeat appearance. But also, we have a special guest tonight, Sharp24.
Appreciate you having me on board.
Alright, so if this is anything like the Xfinity race last night, we should have an exciting one ahead of us. I'm not sure if they'll go 4 or 5 wide like we had last night. But let's see, as we join the action, already going, and we have Gator in that 00. He's leading the way. He was your pole winner. He already has 2 points before the race even started. He's taking the lead, and he's going to lead lap 1. But don't look now, it's that 4 car. He already has 2 wins this year. A Draven 64, he's trying to make that outside lane work. And the 9 car, Cobra, down on the bottom. He's going to try to pass this 4 car. He's going to try to get to this 00 Gator Mike. Now, Jagwell, you just raced here last night. Do you prefer the top or the bottom?
Oh, we got trouble.
The bottom, 100%. There's trouble somewhere.
Had a car flipping on the backstretch coming into turn 3.
Okay. If you could see him, that'd be great. But in the meantime, on the front stretch, we were just 3 wide with Joe, 88, and the 4. And they settled it out. The 42 is going to duck behind that 1 car, his fellow teammate in Chip Ganassi Racing. They're going to try to get past this 88 machine of Lieutenant Crunch. As the 1 clears the 88 off the corner, the 42 is going to try to do the same. Now the 1 car has his sights set on the 9 of Cobra.
There comes the 42 on the inside looking to make it 3 wide.
And he checks up. He does not make it 3 wide. Him and the 88 got into it a little bit. The 31's looking. He's going to stay back there. That 4 Draven, he's going to stay in the draft. The 8 and the 31 make slight contact. Everybody saves it. Sharp, what was your strategy here last night?
I think the biggest difference is that the Xfinity cars being a little bit slower, maybe a little bit more difficult to turn the corner, was kind of trying to feather it in a little bit to the corner, hold it on the bottom. I think tonight, mainly the Cup cars with a little bit more speed, I think they can hold the bottom a little bit better. So as long as you got a drafting partner, I'm pretty sure that they can stay in one group and you could use that momentum to be able to make a pass on someone.
All right, I think Joe was listening to you as he tried to duck down below, but he didn't quite get to that 00 Gator Mike. Gator Mike so far has led every lap so far in this race, but you are at irrelevant as he makes the pass on Gator Mike down on the low. And they're side by side coming out at 2. You already heard is trying to clear the 00, which he's not going to do. That 9 car is going to get the momentum. He's going to push that 00 down here in the 3 and 4. But here at Auto Club, there's something special about 3 and 4. Jagboy, what can you tell us about the apron?
Well, the apron, it's actually like a separate groove. The bottom, it's just another groove. It's flatter, and just
oh, the 3 car in the wall. He takes. Oh, they all saved it. It looks like maybe the two car he got into.
Sorted out.
So no caution here. Everybody stays good to go.
Yeah, the apron in 3 and 4, you can use that, but you don't want to use the one in 1 and 2.
Oh, Gator gets loose off of 2. He makes contact. The 4's in that one. The 34's trying to save it, and he's gonna hit it.
These cars can pull away from each other.
Oh, the 4 and the 34 are still getting in it.
Trouble.
The 4 and the 34 major damage. The 22 sneaks through there, but he's gonna have some damage as well. And this brings out your first caution of the night. Wow, so we got to get a little bit of craziness here early on in this race. You saw it.
I think that just kind of goes to show you that trap position is going to be key as the run goes on. I mean, these guys, it's in stage 1, it's early, and everyone's trying to get everything they can on first tires. So I guess I think that's going to be the story of the night, is trying to take advantage of good equipment at the beginning of a run before your tires start to wear out.
Yeah, for sure. So you saw that happen, Sharp24. You called it out. What exactly did happen there? What started that, Rick?
It looked to be, I'm not sure which one it was. I seen the 34 was in there, but I think one of the runners was trying to get to the bottom of the racetrack, and I guess he maybe misjudged his run, and so maybe clipped somebody, and that's what sent them into a little bit of a spin.
For sure, in this 18-car field, that can happen very easily as the two CGR cars are now in the lead. You have the number 1 of You Already Heard leading down here on the bottom. In second place, you have Mr. Williams in that 42. The 8-car of Wasted right behind You Already Heard. The 9-car of Cobra is going to fall back as the 88 of Lieutenant Crunch takes 4th place away. You Already Heard.
By the 8-car, here it comes with the 88.
The 1 car is going to move up to the top. He's going to get a push by his CGR teammate. They are both clear of that 8, and the 8 dives it down into 3. He's going to try to fight back here.
Oh, he lost the nose just a little bit.
So here, it looks like your top 6 are all Chevrolet Camaros. Here as we ride along this 8-car, he is currently 3 wide with that 3-car. The 8-car of Wasted's in the middle, and the 9 of Cobra makes a pass on the outside. He makes a little bit of contact with his Hendrick Motorsports teammate, the 88 Lieutenant Crunch, as the 8-car battles back. He splits the 3 and the 9, and he takes the position away. He's going to try to get that draft from the 88 and work up the track. And they're still 3 wide behind there, the 19 to 3 and the 9.
There's a little contact between the 19 and 3, some 3 all the way up to the wall. Didn't hit it though.
Alright, so we've seen
all over the 42 right now.
So we've seen a lot of aggression here early on in this race. Is it too early now, Charp, to make kind of some of these moves? As the 42 dives down below his CGR teammate. As the 1 car gets in the wall, he's going to ruin that. He makes contact with the 42. Looks like he's going to be able to save it. The 1 car. How far does he fall? I can't cycle through quick enough.
Right now. He's up. He's all the way to the back. I think he's got a problem. He's got a lot of right front damage on it.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure if he has a tire coming down. But...
In the meantime, we have 3 wide for the lead as Cobra dips down below the 88 and the 42. He's going to be your new leader. So we have the 9 of Cobra, the 88 in second. It looks like that 19's fighting that 42. He's trying to get 3rd place away from him. As they make slight contact, the 19 bumps into the 42 that comes up into the 48. Now remember that...
Wow.
Oh, as they're still the 42, the 14 and the 42 get into it. The 42's in the wall. That 3 car is pushing the 14 up there as well. He's going to stay out of the wall. Everybody's going to continue. We're not going to have a caution. Now keep an eye on that 19 and the 42. They've had a little bit of history in the past. I'm not saying that that was intentional, but once again, the 42 and the 19 find each other on the track.
You can see the 19 is able to make his way to 3rd spot, so looks like he's got a good car early on in this run. About to see if he can make any more moves to get toward the lead.
And now Joe, your previous leader, he's in that number 1 Chevrolet Camaro, is currently running last of this pack of cars, but it looks like he's caught him. It looks like he might start battling his way up through the pack.
4 wide down the back.
Yes, we are. If I could get to him, the 4 gets it to the 2, the 3, the 14's involved. The 4's going to make it through.
3's in the 2 and the 22.
The 42's in the grass. He's going to come up the track. And your caution comes out. Wow, so you have your 2nd caution of the race. Chaos early in this race. Nobody's giving an inch. Everybody wants the position. Oh, I thought it was. Seemed like everybody slowed up.
No, they're still going green.
Wow, as they battle 3 wide for second.
8 car on the bottom.
This race is insane.
Yes. I don't see why you can't be a little bit aggressive, but I definitely wouldn't want to be trying to make any risky moves as early on. Try to save the equipment for later on when it comes down to, say, stage 3.
Well, not also are you saving your car, but if you get into one of your competitors, are they going to remember that later on in the race?
Absolutely.
They definitely could.
All right, as the 19 dips down below the 88, he's going to take that position away for P3, as the 88 is going to be all over his bumper on the exit of 2. And it looks like they will play nice and continue on. So you have a new leader here, that number 9 of Cobra and that Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet. As the 19, he is not waiting for anyone. He's going to take away 2nd place from the number 8 machine, Wasted. As the 88 battles back. Oh, the 19 comes down, throws a little bit of a block down below. That 88 and the 19 are already racing pretty hard here. That 19 says he's very confident here at Auto Club Speedway, and it's showing early. He thought about diving it down below that 9 there, but he thought better of it. So let's see here. He's got a pretty strong run coming off of 2. He's going to have a little bit of momentum down there in the bottom. He's going to try to take this lead
had
away.
A solid run going through, lost the nose just a tad.
He's going to try to take this lead away going into 3, and he dives it deep down into 3. The 9 car's battling back on the outside. He's going to carry that momentum of the high line. And then 19 is going to try to clear him, and he can't. That 9 is still battling. The 8 car is sucked up to that 19. Now let's see if he decides to push him or make it 3 wide. And it looked like he was thinking about 3 wide there for a second, but he gets behind that 19 as they race 2 by 2, 1st through 4th here. As the 88 got a little bit too high, he might fall off.
It's a great battle for the lead going right now.
Oh, this is excellent. The 88 makes it 3 wide. That 8 car, wasted 88, took it 3 wide. Storm Rooster in that 19 is going to be the one that loses a couple spots. That 9 car of Cobra, you got to think he's pretty happy seeing all this hard racing going on behind him.
He's definitely making that top side work right now. I'm sure he'd love to run the bottom, but with the momentum that he's getting off of the corner, as long as he has somebody helping him with a draft, I don't think he minds running up top right now. It might come in handy later on for the race.
Well, don't look now. While this top 4 cars were sitting here battling each other for the lead, trying to get the lead early on in this race, the next 3 cars ended up catching them. It looks like the 4 of Draven 64, the 48 of Captain Killam, and the 34 of Tangle Pelt making his Cup Series debut tonight. Making it to this top 4, guys. Oh, the 8 looks like he got to the corner a little weird. The 9's going to be able to clear him. The 88's going to pass him. The 4 and that 48, who were behind there a little bit, caught the pack, and now they're making passes. They want the lead.
You can put the top 7 under a blanket. They are so close together, battling for the lead.
Wow, this is exciting.
10 laps to go.
Oh, thank you. I was about to ask for that. Good job. So 10 to go here in stage 1. And reminder, this is still just stage 1. As it looks like they're battling here the last 10 laps of the race. As the 48 and the 8 make contact, the 8's going to try to save it, and he does. He's going to be able to keep it wound up there on top. So we have 4 cars down on the bottom, and they're 3 wide. The 19's on the bottom, the 34 in the middle. He's going to check out of that. And the 8 of Wasted, he's going to lose a little bit of momentum. He's going to have to get back in that draft to get back up there. Let me try to find your leaders. All right, so we have the 4 car. Draven 64 has made his way to the lead. He caught that pack, and he's passed every car in it. He is now your leader with 9 to go here in stage 1. That 19 made slight contact with the 88. They were racing hard earlier. You got to think that the 88 and the 19 are tired of looking at each other. As the 8 car dives it down below the 19, he's going to try to take that position away. Looks like a little bit of contact was made there. And everybody's going to be able to save it as Captain Killam makes the move.
Oh!
A little bit of contact there.
4 car got shoved.
3 wide for the lead here with 8 to go. The 48 to Captain Killam on the bottom. He's going to have all these cars down here pushing him. He's going to go to the lead now. He is your new leader. And behind him, the 19 of Storm Rooster gets up the track and makes contact with the 88. Looks like everybody's going to be able to save it. The 4 gets into the 88. And everybody saves it, so we continue on. There's 7 to go at the line here in stage 1.
Great move by the 48 to be able to get out front. Now we'll just have to see if he's able to hold it.
The 8 car ties it down. He is not content being second. And we all thought...
Oh, contact.
Oh, the 19 gets into the 8, and everybody saves it again. This is some racy battles going on here for the lead. And just a reminder... As we cross the line for, is it 6 or 7 to go? Can you check whenever you can?
7 laps to go.
7 to go. In stage 1, as the 19 hits the 88 again, that's got to be the 3rd or 4th time they've gotten into each other. You got to think patience is wearing thin.
Oh, they're rubbing tires all the way down the backstretch.
All right, so we got the 48 of Captain Killam in the lead here. As the 8 car is going to look to make that move down low work. The 4 looks like he's going to go with the 8. He's going to try to pick off a position away from the 48. And just a little reminder, between the 4 and the 48, they're long-time racing buddies with each other as we cross the line. 6 to go here in stage 1. But here in this last couple of races across multiple leagues, they've gotten into a little bit of tension with each other. So it'll be very interesting to see if they play nice or if the opportunity's there for somebody to use the bumper. Will it be moved here at the Super Speedway of Auto Club? All right, so it looks like that top lane's going to have more cars in it. They're going to pull everybody closer together. Currently, your top 5's the 8 of Wasted, the 4 of Draven 64, the 48 of Captain Killam. As the 9 car dives down below, he's not going to be able to make it. The 9 is piloted by Cobra. And it looks like in 5th place is... Oh, it's the 19 and the 88 make contact again. They both save it. So then 5th place...
That has to be at least the 6th time we see that tonight.
5 to go here at the line. So in 5th place in your final stage point position is that 34 Tanglepelt. He is making his Cup Series debut here in North American eRacing League.
Touching on Tanglepelt, he had a great run last night, and he was able to work his way up to the front of the field during that final stage.
He did have a great run.
I don't see why he would not have a good chance of at least a top 5 tonight, maybe even the win, depending on where he is in that final stage.
He had a good run there in that number 8 Chevrolet Camaro, but while that was going on, the 48 took him 3 wide there on the top, and he picked up 2 positions there as the 9 car. Jack Boy, so let's say you're the 48 here, you're trying to get past your buddy of Draven and this 8 car here. Remember, it's just stage 1. Well, besides passing Wasted here in turn 1 and 2, what do you do here? Do you try to put that bumper to him, or do you wait for that for a little bit later?
I think it's too early for that. I think you need to. He's right now. He's in 3rd spot. Still plenty good stage points. He finishes right here. I think he just doesn't. It's too early for him to push any issues right now. I think as long as he just stays where he's at, he'll be all right.
All right. I don't think anybody here in this top 5 is content where they are. I believe that we might see some fireworks here with 3 to go at the line here in stage 1. That 88's also going to make the pass on the 8, but he's not out of it either as he dives it back down below Lieutenant Crunches. The 48, a strong move to the outside. He's going to try to pass his longtime racing buddy of Draven, but Draven sticks to his line. He's going to make the fastest way around that corner. All right,
now, one thing I did want to ask is, what's the tire wear going to be like as the run goes on?
I don't know, but you got to think we're down to it as they are 3 wide. You got the 8 car, the 88, and the 9 back here battling for 3rd place. It's contact between the 8 and the 88. Looks like they're going to sort it out here. No caution. As we have 2 to go here in stage 1, your top 5 is currently the 4 of Draven 64. Captain Killam is running 2nd. He is also your points leader. The 9 of Cobra, the 8 of Wasted, and once again in 5th place, taking away that last stage point is Tanglepelt in that 34, making his Cup Series debut. All right, 1 to go here. Looks like Draven is breaking the draft of the 48th, doing so smartly. You don't want that car behind you to catch up to you here. As Wasted forces his way underneath that 9 car, he's going to make the pass. And don't look now, here comes Tanglepelt underneath both of them. Oh. Contact between the 9.
Contact 37.
Contact between the 9 and the 37 as we have 1 to go here. Cobra's going to battle back. He's making it 3 wide down at the bottom. He's going beneath Tanglepelt in the 34. He's going to try to also make the pass on the 8 of Wasted as the 48 catches the 4 there. Looks like he led off. Looks like they're playing nice here in stage 1.
Ooh, 88 showed the 34 up.
All right, here we go. The last 2 corners of the stage. Will Captain Killam do anything to Draven here to get the stage win? And it looks like he's going to make a strong move on the outside. I thought he was backing off, but proved me wrong. And it looks like Draven's still going to be able to hold the line down there at the bottom. He's going to be your stage 1 winner, and see if I can't get back there to 5th. And it looks like Tanglepelt's going to... Is it Tanglepelt?
I don't know who got that.
Oh, wow,
close.
what a finish.
I think it might have been the 88.
Was it 3 wide there at the line there at the end, stage 1?
Oh, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, can somebody...
Tanglepelt was able to get the 5th place.
Wow, somebody check the stream, please, and give me the official top 5 of stage 1.
All right.
4... All right, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
4, 48, 9, 8, and 34.
Wow, so you had the Stewart Haas Racing 4 machine of Draven 64, followed by 3 Chevrolets, the first one being the 48 of Captain Killam, the 9 car, his Hendrick Motorsports teammate of Cobra, and then in 4th was... Who was 4th?
Wasted.
Wasted in the Richard Childress Racing number 8 Chevrolet Camaro. And rounding out your top 5 is the 34 Ford Mustang of Tanglepelt. All right, as they go back green, I'm sure we're going to have a lot more exciting racing as we start stage 2. All right, so it looks like Draven's got the big jump here on the restart. He's going to clear his buddy Captain Killam here on the outside. He's going to dive it down low on the outside. We have a car in the wall.
37.
37 again. You got to think he came down and repaired.
Oh.
That's Marksman.
22's around in the back.
It's 22 across. The 34 makes
34.
contact with the double zero.
Oh.
Looks like they get it sorted out.
Kept it straight.
So 34 is just now getting back up to speed. The 22 passes him. That is Kronk in that 22. So a little bit of conflict early here in stage 2, but no caution. That 19 and the 88 get back to in it again as we are 3 wide between the 8, the 88, and the 48. And now the 1988 and the 48 are 3 wide as they come down into turn 1. Storm Rooster in that 19 machine looks like he is taking, well, giving nothing this race. He's taking everything. Whew. All right, so as we have a couple of seconds to catch our breaths, as they're still probably 6 or 7 side-by-side racing, let's go over as Storm Rooster dives it deep down below the 8. They're 3 wide for second. Storm Rooster in the 8 makes slight contact. Looks like everybody's going to be able to clear out of that. They are still 3 wide as they come to the front stretch. The 48 machine is trying to get that draft off the 4, and they're going to be 2 by 2 going into 1. And here comes the 42 back to the front pack here. He was strong here in the beginning of the race, and he got a little bit of contact. If he makes contact with the 88, looks like they're going to be okay. They're all going to settle it out. But he got into a little bit of...
a nice move on the 42.
He got into a little bit of trouble there early on. It looks like he's battling his way back through the field, along with the 1. The 1 car was leading for a few laps, and now he's trying to come back through the field. I can't even catch my breath to talk about a subject because this racing is just intense.
It's crazy. They are on it tonight.
I mean, inches separate these guys. As the 19 of Storm Rooster, if I'm not mistaken, if he can hold it to the line, this is going to be his first lap led, at least in the North American eRacing League, as the 4 and the 48 are trying to battle back strong on the outside. The 19 goes up, says, "No, sir, I'm here." The 19 is going to dip down into 3. He drives it in there strong. Let me see if I can't find the 19. There he is. So the 19 drives strong, but he lost a little bit of momentum there in the middle of the corner. We are 3 wide. The Cobra in the 9 car. I couldn't tell. I'll take your word for it. That was so close.
Watch out, that 1 car is coming with a good run through 1 and 2.
Whew. All right, as we are 3 wide again, the 88 Lieutenant Crunch is in the middle, well, was in the middle of the 1 of you already heard, and the 48. It looks like the 48 is going to get that draft on the high lane, and he's going to try to move forward here as the 4 car tries to take back his lead. We are side-by-side racing for the first 7 rows. We have 12. We have about 12 cars here, all paddling for position. Oh, it's the 42. Makes contact with the 2 of Kevin. He makes contact with the 00 of Gator Mike. Is that going to bring out the caution? As they are...
Gator wreck?
Oh, Gator wrecked hard. He after the 2 and the 42 got into it. The 42 bounced off the 00. He got into the inside wall.
Oh yeah.
He's going to have the pit. So if you are Gator Mike, let's talk about something here so I can catch my breath. If you are Gator Mike and you just had, as they're 3 wide again, this is like, golly, this is like the commentator crucible here. If I'd known this, I would have, warmed up the voice box or something. I don't know. As we're still 3 wide. All right. So if you're Gator, you wreck here. You know everybody's got a pit. When do you come down to pit? Do you come down now to take, as they're 4 wide?
Oh my gosh. Oh, contact. 8 wide.
The 19 and the 88, I swear, I think they're looking for each other on the track. Every time they get next to them, they just give a little bit of a friendly bump.
19 away on that 8.
Basically to say, I'm here.
Yeah, yeah. Or, hey, I'm back. All right, so everybody's got a pit here in stage 2. It's still slightly, or at least the 19 gets to the grass here. He's going to lose a couple spots. Oh, and the 1 gets into him a little bit. Looks like everybody's going to sort themselves out and continue on under green. All right, so everybody has to pit here. Gator Mike got into the wall, heavy damage. Jaguar, are you coming down now to repair that damage, or are you staying out a couple laps to try to get into your fuel window better? What are you doing?
Man, that's a tough question. Well, yeah, I think he's just gonna have to ride around a couple laps to get to the fuel window. That's what I would do, and then come down and pit.
Sharp, you have anything to add to that?
He's like losing one lap.
I think the biggest thing we've seen is the tire wear isn't enough to really limit the run. It's basically going to be keeping it on your fuel and where
as
you
they are
the
4
track.
wide going at the start-finish line. Sorry to interrupt there. We have the 37 battling the 42 of Williams in the one car. The 37 got into the apron a little bit. Looks like he's going to be able to keep it down there. As they 3 wide back there, the 2, he gets into them. Guys are not backing down. Everybody wants every position. Go ahead, Sharp. Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's keeping it on your fuel and when you think is the best time to come down pit road. 88 makes a nice move on the 9 car for the lead.
New leader.
All right, well, let me get back to the leader so we can watch that.
I don't think the battle for the lead is going to be done anytime soon, though. Here comes the 9 again.
Oh yeah, they got 6 cars all right there.
Throw them right under a blanket. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Wow, what racing we have here tonight at Auto Club Speedway, as we have at least the top 6 cars here are able to lead this very next lap. Anything can happen. Nobody's giving any inches. Everybody wants every position that they can get here in stage 2. As our leader is the 9 car of Cobra, followed by his Hendrick Motorsports teammate of the 88 of Lieutenant Crutch. The 8 car, Wasted, is right behind him in 3rd. And now he's in 2nd, making a move for the lead.
And that's all with 17 to go still, so plenty of time left in the stage.
Wow, 17 to go, and just a reminder, they have not pit yet. They will have to pit at some point during the stage. As the 88 got a little loose off the corner, he's going to be able to save it. So when do you come down here, Sharp? When is a good time? It looks like as we got a car spun around a 2. Who was it? Oh, it was a 3 of K Keats, but he's went ahead and collected it back. He's back up to speed, no caution. So, Sharp, when do you come down? There's 16 to go now as we cross the line. When do you come down here to get some 4 fresh tires?
How much fuel that they can hold for a whole run. We've seen that the tire wear has been able to make an entire run, so I'm not sure if they want to just do fuel and right back onto the track or 2 tires and fuel.
Well, as we did our little bit of research before the race started, we noticed that a fuel run is 21 laps, so they are in their fuel window if they decide to do so. But I guess you're right, it all depends on tires. What do you want to do? Are you going to come down take 4, take 2? If you do take 2, do you come early or do you come late?
I think it would be better maybe to come a little bit sooner rather than wait until everybody else has made their pit. We got a car on pit road right now, actually. Here comes the 31.
All right, so the 31 of Jay Carver, he's going to be your first one down pit road of these lead cars. Unless Gator already pit, I'm not sure. As you have the 8 car Wasted, he made a strong move down on the bottom. He's going to try to pass this 9 of Cobra. It looks like his run's going to stall out a little bit as the 4 of Draven's going to give a little shot to that 9. And the 8 car drives it in hard around 3, but the 9's going to carry the momentum around the corner. He's going to try to clear the 8 off of 4. And it's not going to happen. We're going to be side by side at the start-finish line as the 88 ducks up behind the 9. Looks like all the momentum is on the high line right now. Let's watch this 88. He's been known to take a 3 wide here in these first couple stages. And he stays up high. The Draven 64 was there. He could. Draven 64 was there in the middle. I'm not sure if there was any contact. As the 19 gets into the 4, looks like they're going to collect it. And they're going to continue on.
Is just now coming off a pit road. Now we'll have to see if he took 4 or 2 just to see what the other drivers will end up doing when they have to pit.
That was kind of a long pit stop. You would think either he took 4 or he may have sped. It seemed like that was a little bit longer than. I could be wrong.
He may have had some damage as well.
Oh, that's true. Very true. Alright, so we have a new leader of that 8 car piloted by Wasted. He's in that RCR number 8 machine. Draven 64 has made his way back up to 2nd, followed by the 9 car of Cobra. And don't look now, but your Las Vegas winner, you already heard, and that 1 car has made it back to 4th. He led some laps here early. And he's been looking strong all night.
Of the field to the front.
Talking about all the way from the back to the front, let's look at that number 2 car of Kevin. He's now in 5th place. He's made his way up to the front. Maybe he made an adjustment there at stage 1. Alright, so the 9, he's going to try to get that momentum underneath the 4 there, battling for the lead here in stage 2. Cobra underneath Draven 64. Will he take the lead away? And he will. Will he clear him? The 8 car looks like gotten to the 1 a little bit there. It's the 19 gets it to the 8 again. How many laps to go?
9's going to clear.
Let's see.
The 34 is coming off of pit road.
We have 11 laps to go.
11 to go here in stage 2. A reminder, this is still just stage 2. We have a whole nother stage to go. The longest of the race. Alright, Tango Pelts successfully makes it off of pit road. Captain Killam's riding back there in 6th or 7th spot, which usually doesn't sound, you know, too impressive or whatnot. But here in this pack, here at Auto Club, it's been seen that you can make a lot of passes here quickly. And the fact that he's caught this pack, watch out, because he was fast in stage 1. As we have another car down pit road. See if I can cycle through and found him. The 42 of Mr. Williams.
Mike went to pit road.
Yep.
Wow, so Gator stayed out riding around with that damage until now. Alright, so your leader, Cobra, he is still leading this race. You already heard in that 1 machine, he's trying to battle for 2nd place as Draven comes down in front of the 1 car. He wants the lead. Coming with about 10 to go at the line. And they're almost 3 wide. The 9 and the 4 get into it, but they're going to be able to collect it and stay under green, as I believe we are 9 to go in stage 2. So I think we all understand that stage points are important, but how important are they, Jagboy? What are you willing to do here with 9 laps to go in stage 2 to get yourself a stage point?
Anything that isn't too overly aggressive.
Well, the 8 car got sent down below, sorry.
And take somebody out for a stage point, but they are very important, and you want to do whatever you can to get as many as you can.
Well, I think the 8 car there, I think he was signaling to everybody he's coming down pit road as the 19 of Storm Rooster comes down. The number 2, oh, it looked like he wanted to, but then changed his mind. The 2 car of Kevin looks like he came down pit road. He did. I thought that 8 car was giving everybody the signal that he was coming down, but he stays on the track.
I think he had slight contact. I think that's what sent him down all the way down on that backstretch. So he was just trying to recover from that. It looks like he's trying to stay with his lead pack.
Oh, the 19 and the 88 getting to each other again for about the 10th time tonight. You know they've got to be tired of each other. We need to keep an eye on that battle as the night goes on. So we're coming back to with about 7 to go, and it looks like Storm Rooster's putting himself in a position to not pit and stay on the track. All right.
Almost coming to pit road. That is the 14.
The 14, a TB14 Racing.
And the 3 is coming to pit road as well.
3 of King Keats.
Nailed the inside wall.
Here comes the 2 off of pit road. We'll have to see where he blends up.
Okay. 3 car wrecked coming on the pit road.
No, do you think there was speeding or? So the 2 merges down the backstretch. Looks like the 1 car is giving everybody the signal that he's coming down pit road. That 8 car's down there as well, but he already tricked us once tonight. He could be coming, he could not be. And it looks like the 1 car is going to set himself up to pit as he goes through the grass.
Oh,
is he able to save it? He does save it. We have a bunch of cars on pit road now. We have the 19 of Storm Rooster. We have the 8 of Wasted, the 48 of Captain Killam, and the 88 of Lieutenant Crunch.
Cobra's also on pit road.
See if anybody takes a gamble, takes 2.
Cobra, your leader. So yeah, so I believe that's a good idea. We're going to stay right here with your lead pack that just came down pit road. We're going to see if anybody can beat the other person off pit road. Here with, what, about 5 to go? Is it worth taking 2? They made contact on my screen, but I hope they fix that glitch.
I think they can safely take 2 tires.
And the 8 did. And the 9, the 8 and the 9 and the 1 car all took 2. It looks like the 88 and the 19 and the 48 took 4. So let me get around to that 9 car. I believe he's going to retake the lead.
Oh, he ducked up on the track too soon.
Oh, did he? Oh, it looks like he did.
Oh, wow.
Who's that?
Oh,
The 9 car.
the 9 car came up on track way too soon.
I missed it.
I just barely saw him come off.
Here comes the 4 down pit road.
Soon.
All right, so I'm assuming here once this cycles through, the 9 of Cobra is going to be in the lead here. It looks like he took 2 when he came down. How many laps do we have to go? 3? Is it 3 at the line?
I want to say it's 4.
4. So 3 or 4 laps.
4 laps to go.
Here we go, and Cobra's strategy looks like it's going to pay off. He passes the 4, and the next car for him to pass is that 37 of Marksman, and he does. If Marksman's on the lead lap, however he got onto pit road and off of it worked, because now he is running second, and I haven't seen him run this high up all race. So a little bit of strategy coming into play here. How many?
2 to go this time by.
All right, so 2 to go at the line. And it looks like as long as Cobra can hold on to it, looks like he's a little bit loose there coming off of 4, but as long as he can hold on to it, looks like he's going to be your stage winner of stage 2. I'm going to go through to see if there's any battles going on, as the 1 is right on the bumper of the number 2 car. Can anybody give me an official top 5, or are we just going with Cobra, Marksman, Wasted, Draven, Kevin, and Joe?
It looks like that'll be your top 5 as of now.
All right, so it looks like all the pit cycles have cycled through. Your top 5 is currently Cobra in that 9 machine. The 37 of Marksman's running second. In third, as we come back to 1 to go, third is Wasted in that 8 machine. Fourth is Draven, and that 1 car, as you already heard, in fifth, who is battling the 2 car of Kevin to get that final stage point. So here we go with 1 to go here in stage 2. Can Joe drive away from Kevin and get that last stage point, or what will Kevin do to capture that last stage point here? As he's going to get the draft, he's going to suck up to Joe a little bit. Let's see if he uses that extreme apron down there on the bottom. He gets it to the bumper a little bit. Looks like he's just going to stay behind him.
Lost the nose a little trying to draft under him.
Well, there you go. There's your top 5. So your stage winner of stage 2 is Cobra in that number 9 machine, followed by Marksman out of nowhere in the 37. Well, they're still racing, so it looks like we have 1 more to go.
2 to go. Yeah, 2 to go.
2 to go. Okay.
2 to go.
All right, so 2 to go here in stage 2. I wish I had myself a running order here on the side of the screen. Cough, cough. 704 games. And fake calls like that wouldn't happen. Alright, so it still looks like his Cobra can hold on to it as he comes down to 1 to go here in stage 2. He's going to hold on and win the stage. Looks like that 4 car is battling Wasted pretty hard for third. I'm going to try to... Well, actually, I'm going to stay right here on Kevin. We got a pretty good view of that 3rd place battle and the 5th place battle, as Kevin's going to try to take that position away from Joe. So Wasted and Draven are side by side out there for P3. Draven's going to try to use the crossover. No, he doesn't. He's going to stick behind. He put a little bit of bumper there to the 8. The 8 car. He's going to... Is he going to block going in 3? It looks like the 4 car's got a nose under him. The 4 car's going to drive it in deep. He's going to take P3 away from Wasted as Kevin is driving it in. He's going to try to get to that 1 car. It looks like he's not going to make it. Here we go. So it looks like Draven's going to win that battle over Wasted.
Cobra's your stage 2 winner.
All right. Sharp, if you could give me the official top 5 on your stream there.
All right, so we have Cobra. And then Marksman, Draven, Wasted, and who was able to get 5th place? What you heard?
Yep, you already heard. Who is your last race winner at Las Vegas Motor Speedway? Following it up with a pretty strong performance here. He led a couple laps in stage 1 until he got into a little bit of mishap there. It fell to the back, but it looks like he's battling his way back up through the field. So Jagboy, let's say you are that 1 car. You did get some damage early on in the race. You're frustrated. How do you calm yourself down here so you can make your way back through the field?
I mean, just think about the big picture here. There's no need to get into any. There's no need to get overheated, and cause an issue for yourself. So I mean, that's pretty much it. Just think big picture. You got a race to go out here and win. That's what we're out here for.
Well, there you go. It is a long race, and I believe if we did our math correctly, is with contact already back there. I think that's a little bit of computer glitch.
Oh wow.
If we did our math correctly, we have 42 laps to go here in stage 3?
38 laps to go.
38 laps to go here in stage 3. Are you sure? I believe you. Okay, yeah. 38 to go.
One stop. That's all they need.
Alright, so you need one stop here, and now the fuel run is 21 laps, so if you go down until you're sputtering, you're out of fuel, that's still 17 laps to go. So there's not that big of a fuel window, about 4 laps there. When do you come in, Sharp? When do you come down and get those tires?
That is going to be a good call for the guys, especially guys up front. I'm thinking if you're a little bit further toward the back, maybe you want to run maybe about 18 or 19 laps and maybe short pit just 1 lap sooner and see if maybe you can come out in front of these lead cars.
So these drivers did not take the stage 2 stage break to calm down, and as a contact, you got the 8. You got into the 19. He's going to save it with the 31's going to try to save it. You got the 14. He's going to make it through. The 8 is damaged hard. The 31, the 34, the 8, the 3, the 48, all involved in the early stage 3 wreck. They're going to have to come down and repair their cars here, correct?
Oh, I definitely wouldn't be staying up on track.
A couple of big players heading to the back now after that wreck.
So yeah, to touch on that point that we were just talking about, from you already heard there, his mishap happened in stage 1. Now this is stage 3, Jackboy. What do you do if you're the 48 who's been strong all night?
You just got to think about the car you have, and he's shown already tonight that he can come from the back to the front. He's done it, I think, at least twice already. He just needs to keep that in mind and keep a level head and just do what he knows he can do, and that's get back up to the front. He's got plenty of time. Just be patient.
All right, looks like we had a little bit of different strategies here, even with the cars that didn't take any damage. As you already heard, is going to take the lead here coming into 1. The 37 of Marksman is currently in 2nd. Storm Rooster in the 19s in 3rd. Trying to take 2nd away, and he does. That 9 car of Cobra is running 5th, and Kronk in the 22 making an appearance in the top 5 for the first time tonight. All right, I don't think these cautions are over with yet. It looks like we're going to have an exciting race, especially if you take into account what happened in stage 1 and 2. We've already had 1 caution here in stage 3. How many do you think we end with?
I think there'd be 1 more.
Just 1 more?
I'd say 2 more.
Oh, just 2 more. I thought that was a little bit conservative. The 9 gets into the 22. The 22 is going to try to save it off the wall, and he does. He's going to get back up to speed, but he's going to have to go to the back of the pack. Is the 1 car overdrives 2. Looks like he's going to hit the wall. Single car incident. We're going to stay green here. He gets back up to speed, but he also has to go to the back of the pack, and he's going to have to work his way through again.
Okay, maybe 2 more.
If you keep on driving at this pace, might be 3.
Oh yeah, I was thinking 3 or 4. I mean, it's going to be hectic. So Marksman in that 37. If I can where are you, Marksman? Cycling through. There you are. Oh, as they're 4 wide behind him. As the 42 takes advantage of that, he's now in 3rd place. Let me cycle back again. I wish there was a quicker way to cycle, as they are still 3 wide. You got Captain Kill in the 2 and the 88 3 wide going in the 3 here. The 9 takes the 48's place. He's down on the bottom. The 2 car is going to take that run on the outside. He's going to try to make a couple passes. And your pole winner of Gator Mike is back into the hunt. So Draven to the lead as we are looking at that. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Somebody fill us in. Jackboy? Sharp?
What happened? What?
Draven took the lead while I was looking back in the back. Anybody see how he did that?
Looked like he got a good run on the high side, but I wasn't exactly sure.
Yeah, down the back, he got a big push from the 42, Mr. Williams, and just.
I got you. And speaking of that 42, he's soaking up that draft of the 4. Well, he dived down here to try to take the lead away from that 4 car, Draven 64, as it looks like he's going to have a little bit of a run, but he's going to have to fall back behind that 4, try to get that draft again. Well, he gets the push from the 37. Looks like he's there. Looks like he's got a little bit of a nose there as he comes back behind the 4. That was close. He's going to get the run here. Is he going to try to make that?
Bag.
Oh my goodness, action everywhere. As Mr. Williams makes the move on the inside, he's going to try to take the win. Wow, a little premature there. Try to take the lead away as the 37 comes up behind the 4. Excuse me on that one. They're going to have a little bit of drafting momentum up there on top. The 42 looks like he's a little bit hung out to dry. But he hangs strong. He's going to try to make that bottom work once again. And if they get to the front stretch here side by side, it looks like the 37 of Marksman is not there to push Draven anymore, as they are drag racing to the line as Mr. Williams led that lap. He's going to have that inside line going into 1.
He's going to get it here.
And he drives it in there pretty good. But the 4 car is going to have the momentum on the top. He's going to try to sling that car around the top here and get that run off as Mr. Williams clears him off of 2. All right, we got a little bit of bump drafting here going on. Let's see what happens here with the 4 car dive it down below. And the 42 looks like he's going to keep the lead here coming out of 4. He's going to lead another lap. So you have a car like the 42 here that wasn't running. He did not get any stage points in stage 1 or stage 2, but now you're leading the race. What does that do for your confidence, Sharp?
That's a huge momentum booster, because I think it was a set of incidents that kept him getting stage points in both stages 1 and 2, but now to be up front as he's battling the 4 for the lead, it really helps you, because now you have that mindset that I can go and win this race.
Yeah, for sure. We're showing a lot of speed here now as just the cars behind him. There's a little 3-car pack that's pulled away of the 42 of Mr. Williams, the 4 of Draven 64, and the 3 of K Keens, but just right behind them, about 6 or 7 cars back there kind of gangled together. Looks like they're racing really hard as the top 3 here pulls away. If the top 3 is smart, I would think you just kind of draft a little bit, pull away from this mess. As we go back from here, we're 4 wide. The 2 car of Kevin's on top. 19 of Storm Roosters involved. The 88 is going to be the one that makes the pass out of all of this. The 48 was on the extreme low. We were 4 wide there on the front stretch. This looks like a little mini Talladega race.
No one can get out front and pull away. Lead changes every other lap.
Oh yeah, for sure. Draft plays a huge part at these big 2-mile tracks. So yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. This is exciting, man. I haven't had a chance to catch my breath all night, and that's not a bad thing. This is exciting racing that we have here tonight at Auto Club. These Cup guys are going at it. They were told that they needed to bring the entertainment just like the Xfinity guys did last night, and I think they've brought that and possibly more.
I would say so.
Even though they don't downplay the Xfinity race, that was extremely exciting as we are 3 wide again as the 48 is down on the bottom. He's going to try to take the positions away. Looks like the 88 is going to try to get the momentum on the outside. He's going to try to pass Cobra as they make a little bit of contact. The 88's now out of the groove. He's going to lose some time as the 2 car dives down below him as we have the 31 of Jay Carver that got into the wall. The 19's coming down. He's going to save it from the grass. Looks like he's going to keep it going. The 37, the 88 made contact. Goodness.
And that 48, like I said, I've been watching him. He's been staying patient. Look at him now. He's fighting for P4.
Yeah, there you go. So if you get in front of this pack here, what do you got to do to catch those top 3, Jagboy?
Just got to drive as hard as you can and hope that the person behind you just pushes you and doesn't keep trying to pass you.
Yeah, yeah, that would be nice, but we haven't seen that at all tonight. Everybody wants to take every position that they get to. So these top 3 guys looks like they may be taking your advice a little bit. Talk about that a little bit.
And this is exactly what we saw last night. A group 3 or 4 cars stay single file, and they just drive away from the pack. And it's pretty hard by yourself to catch. Oh, so we get the 4 and the 3.
Yeah, so the 3, as we were talking about how nice they were playing with each other, the 3 car of K Keens tried to dip it down below that 4 car, and they were drag racing on the backstretch there. It looks like a little bit of incidental contact, but everybody clears it up, and they are sucked right back to the bumper of that 42. I think he's in full Ryan Newman mode, as I see a lot of racing going on back here, so I'm going to go back to this backpack again.
All right. That front.
All right, so that 48 is leading that second pack there. The 37 is going to make the move underneath the 1 car you already heard. Cobra, who led a couple of laps there, is going to try to follow that 37. Looks like he's going to duck behind the 1. The 2 car got a strong run around that corner. He's going to be on the back bumper of the 9. But they're still battling pretty hard back here for position as the front 3 cars continue to pull away. Well, they may have figured it out a little bit here on the back pack. Looks like they're getting a little bit more organized. I think they may have noticed that the top 3 were driving away from them, but we'll see how long they play nice.
21 laps to go.
21 laps to go. And reminder, they have not pit yet. They still will have to pit. The fuel window is at 21 laps to go, so they are now officially in their fuel window. Now, Sharp, do you come now and take 4, or do you stay out long and take 2, try to some strategy, block your way to the end?
At this point of the race, I'm waiting maybe about 2 or 3 more laps, and then I'm coming down pit road. I don't want to wait until the absolute last lap before I run out of fuel, but I'm definitely trying to have as much tire as I can for the final stretch. And who knows, we may have another caution or 2.
Oh, I believe that we're not done with the cautions, but we haven't had one in a while now, as the 1 car, if you already heard, trying to pass that 48 down there at the bottom. Looks like he's not going to be able to get him. He's going to tuck behind the 48. So now we have a little bit of league veterans here, of Captain Killam, of You Already Heard in the 1, and Cobra in the 9. I believe they will probably play nice as I cycle back through. So the 4 car dies it down below the 42. He's going to get the lead off of 1. He's done cleared the 42. Looks like the 3 is going to try to follow the 4. Or he may have let him in. That's interesting to see. You don't really see that unless you're at a plate track.
That's a lot of patience showing right there, and that's going to maybe be remembered later on during the race.
He could have just lost his run, but it did look like he let that 42 back in there. I wonder if those 2 Chevrolets will team up and try to pass this forward of Draven 64. As, hey, that second pack, they've gotten organized. They're catching these top 3, and the more racing these top 3 do, the quicker these pack behind them is going to catch them.
Yep, look at the leader of that pack, 48, Captain Killam. The last race at Vegas, he won the pole and won both the stages, dominated that race, but I just lost it there at the last couple laps. The guy behind him, the 1 car,
18 laps to go. They're getting very close to when they need a pit.
All right, so 18 to go here in the race. As the 3 car looks like he's staying patient with the 42. He's going to try to maybe team up a little bit, maybe pass him here. We have to wait and see there, but like as you just said, 17 at the line. The fuel window, the fuel run is only 21 laps, and I believe we're just about there. They only must have 2 or 3 laps remaining on fuel. We're going to see green flag stops here soon.
Well, some cars did come down pit road after that early caution, so maybe they have a few extra laps to run.
Oh, that is true. There was an early caution here in stage 3. Some cars stayed out, some came.
Just coming off pit road.
So the 14 and TB14 Racing coming down pit road. The 31 and Jay Carver are also coming down. They're going to try to come down, get some 4 fresh tires, I'm assuming, and try to make up some lap time.
Cobra underneath Tanglepel for, looks like, the 6th position. Oh,
so
contact 88 and a 34.
So this top 3 pack's kind of falling apart here. It looks like they're kind of running by themselves. So that 48 and the 1 car, if they can continue working together, they're going to be up to these guys in no time.
Absolutely.
All right, so here we go. We got 16 laps remaining in the race. That's not that many laps, even though each lap around here is 2 miles. Everybody has already shown that they don't have much patience here tonight, but now the laps are getting thin. Now everybody's going to be a little bit more aggressive than they already was, and if you've watched this race, there's not much farther to go as far as being aggressive. As looks like the 42's coming down pit road. He's going to be the first car in that lead pack to come down pit road. Looks like the 00 Gator.
Yep, Gator Mike.
Gator Mike on pit road. So they're going to come down. They're going to try to take advantage of short pitting. So what is the advantage of short pitting? You come down, you get the fresh tires before everybody else. But what is the advantage and what are the disadvantages, Jackboy?
Well, the advantage is you come out on fresh tires a lot sooner, so you're running quicker laps. So what should happen is the 42 should leapfrog the 4, and once it all cycles through, 42 should be the leader. But the disadvantage is you've also run more. Once they come out of the pits, you've also run more laps, so you have
Williams
Here
more.
comes
race
you already heard the
controller
pit road.
value came down
Oh, so we have
So
three
and
more.
wasted.
pays off.
Yep, the later pitters have a tire advantage at the end of the race.
So we have 4 cars on pit road now. The 37 of Marksman, and then you got the 34 of Tanglepelt in front of him. I can't see the other two.
They
Y'all
either
help me out.
wasted and one of you already heard.
Oh wow, so there you go. So Gator Mike coming off of pit road here. Looks like he's going to blend behind the 2 car of Kevin, as my 5-month-old for some reason is awake. So if you boys could pick it up, I'd appreciate it.
All right.
Checking on that right now. Looks like Draven's still up front with the 48 right behind them. Culver's in third.
They're staying out.
Looks like Kevin made his way to 5th position. That 4 car's got a gap on the 48 now. That might come in handy later on after they make their final pit stop. Looks like the one's leading the 4 cars that had hit pit road. .48 all the way on the bottom of the racetrack. He may be coming to pit road.
See, I think the 4 car might be coming this time by. Yep. Yep, he's slowing down. He's coming to pit road.
Ooh, that 9 car almost hit the 48. Wow, that was
48
close.
spinning. 48 missed pit road. Oh, he's gonna cut through the grass.
He's gonna cut the grass. He'll get it. Barely.
Yeah, he lost the positions in some time there.
Wow, that might hurt him.
Remember the 42 and the 00 short pit, so they are definitely going to pick up some time.
I'm keeping an eye on the 42 as we speak. He's coming out at 2 right now, so we'll have to see if that fresh rubber will give him an advantage. The only thing that's going to hurt him is that he doesn't have a drafting partner right now.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
But he does have the clean racetrack, so he can run the line he wants with nobody there to affect if he has to feather the throttle or not coming out of the corner. He's rolling the high side, middle line to the outside. 9 cars on pit road.
All right, 4's coming off pit road. Let's see where they blend out here. 42 is passing him right now. That's the pass for, I believe, the lead.
I'm keeping an eye on the cars coming off to see. Yeah, 4 cars coming off of pit road.
Is that Gator Mike right behind Mr. Williams?
42's got the lead with Gator Mike in second. Draven in third. Looks like Storm Roosters in fourth. And you already heard in fifth.
Yeah. So right now, I think Gator Mike is probably Mr. Williams' best friend because he's holding the 4 car with the fresher tires behind him. He's got a 1 car buffer.
All right, I'm back.
I'm about to get a lap count for us there. We'll see how many laps we have left to go. But it's just like you said, Jad boy, that 42 right now, he's in the catbird seat.
All right, sorry about that. I'm back. So what happened?
We're
gonna have 10.
4
car to second. Wow, 10 laps to go though. Does he have enough time to get back there?
This is gonna be
So
good.
10 to go. Who's our leader?
We have Mr. Williams up front. He short pitted about 2 laps before, and it looks like it's paying dividends right now.
All right, so as we have focused in on that 42 machine of Mr. Williams, with 9 to go at the line here, correct?
10 to go this time by.
10 to go at the line. It looks like he has about a quarter of a straightaway to that number 4 car, but that number 4, he's been fast all night. So what happens? Do you think the 4 car catches up here?
I think he's definitely got enough time to catch him.
Yeah, so 10 laps here at Auto Club Speedway is a long time, especially if you're the 42 there. Every second you spend in the lead just feels like an eternity. This is going to be the longest 10 laps of his life.
Yep. He's got to hit every single corner just right, because even without Evacar having a draft, those 2 lap extra fresh tires might come in handy there for Draven.
So there you go, 9 to go. And I personally don't think that the controversy is over. As much aggressive racing as we've seen throughout the race, I don't think we've seen our last caution as the 48 and the 88 make it past the 00, but we have a cluster of cars here. Right in the middle is Cobra. The 2 car makes it 3 wide. Cobra's on top. The 2 is in the middle, and the 34 Tanglepelt's down on the below. He's going to fall back behind. The 2 car is going to drive it in there. The 8's going to cut him off. And the 9 car is going to work around him on the outside. That was a nice run by the 9. The 2 car is looking in the middle. The 48 out of nowhere has got a big run on the outside. They got 3 cars on the bottom here. You think they're going to pull ahead.
Oh, Williams in the wall. Mr.
wow.
Williams in the wall. Trying to get that arc in a turn 1. He scrapes the wall.
That 4 car is definitely coming, though.
Slowed him
All
down
right, so
just enough.
So that 4 car is getting bigger in his mirror. So you have this big lead, Sharp. 8 to go, 7 at the line.
Turn 3 on the last lap if it stays green till the end.
My goodness, the pressure is building for him right now because, like you say, he got into the wall. A little bit of a mistake there on his part. He's trying to run the cleanest laps he can, but that 4 car is getting closer and closer. You know he's closing. You might have to make an adjustment to your line, and you don't necessarily want to throw a block, but you're going to do what you have to do cleanly to try to keep the lead.
So here we got a little bit of insider information from Doc Shocks here. He's saying that Williams was forced down pit road a little bit early because his controller was dying and he had to go ahead and plug it in, and pitting was the best time to do that. He said that he is a lap short and he may run out of fuel coming into 3.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
So that
my goodness.
That is a big turn of events as we come back to 6 to go here at Auto Club Speedway. Will Mr. Williams have enough fuel? Will he be able to hold off that Ford Draven who is catching him every lap?
Just about took the 8 out. My goodness.
All right, let's get back to this pack here until that 4 car gets a little closer, because I think this is where all the really good racing is going on. So that 48 is going to try to get past this 34. Tangle Pelt looks like he's going to be able to do it. He's got a little bit of a run here being pushed by the 9. 34 got out of the groove there a little bit. The 9 and the 8 make slide contact.
I think the 4 is going to catch the 42 within the next lap or so, because
he's only about 3/10 of a second behind him right now.
He's so close. He's got enough draft to suck right up to Mr. Williams.
All right, back to the 42. Is it 5 to go at the line, Sharp? Check.
I'm checking. It's on the 48 broadcast. I will check as soon as he comes around. Yeah, 5 to go this time.
Oh, so 5 to go. 5 laps left. That's 10 miles. You're 10 miles away from your first win of the season. How do you get it done?
Last lap in turn 3.
Can he make it on fuel is the biggest question.
Yeah, that's the biggest question.
So let's assume here that he does make it on fuel.
He got loose off the corner.
I don't think he got loose. I think he was trying to
break the draft.
Exactly, break that draft away from the 4. He sees the 4 coming. He's mirror driving here a little bit.
Well, that 4's got a
the
great
4's got a huge run into 3 and 4. He's going to have that. Oh my! Look at that run off of 4. Those fresh tires. That 4 stayed out. What?
There he goes.
Oh, the 4 blocks him down into the grass. The 4's in the grass. Is he going to be able to save it?
I just said it.
The 4 saves it, and he's going to get back on the track. We have 4 to go here at Auto Club.
Wow.
The one with
the 42 runs out, the 1 car.
The 1 is in the catbird seat now. My goodness, what a turn of events.
That was huge. A slightly late block there.
Then middle of turn gas it.
And that's what I was just touching point on. Do you want to throw a block, or do you want to try to race him as clean as you can?
I think that 4 car had such a huge run off of 4 there. He caught him a little bit quicker than he thought he was. But so that messes up the 4 car Draven's day. You know he's back there. He is mad. If anybody, 3 to go here at Auto Club. If you've listened to Draven's commentary from the past couple races, he doesn't take to these sort of events very lightly. He's probably back there cussing as the 88 and the 1's racing pretty hard. Looks like the 1's starting to lag. I do not expect the 1 to back off, though, because there's 3 laps to go here at Auto Club.
This is going to be for the lead here. The 42 can't make it. We're hopeful he can make it.
So now I ask you, now that the 42, Mr. Williams has this big lead, does he start saving a little bit of fuel, maybe?
You would hope he backs off.
Yeah, help him make it.
That would be the smart. That would be the smart strategy. He's got such a big lead; he can afford to back it down a little bit.
As we come to 2 to go. Go ahead.
No, that's what I was saying. I'm saying he doesn't need to. He doesn't need that. He doesn't need to win by that big lead. He just needs to win by an inch. I don't think he wants it to be an inch, but that's all he needs.
Oh, absolutely. As he has 1.5 laps remaining here at Auto Club. Can he hold off that 1 car in the 88? The best thing for him to see is that 1 and the 88 start battling against each other, as I believe they're going to start doing here into 3, as the 88 tried to make a run, and he's going to try to pass the 1 coming out of 4. What a run on the bottom here.
Come to the white flag.
So here we go. White flag. 1 to go here at Auto Club Speedway, presented by Credit One Bank, as you have that 42 machine out front by a quarter of a lap. Will he run out of fuel? Fuel's been a question here. He had to come down pit road a little bit early. That one car in
So
the
far,
88,
he's
they're
still
battling.
under
If the
power.
42 loses fuel, whoever wins this battle of the one in 88 is assumingly is going to be the winner. But don't look now.
He's
That
still-
Ford car is still trying to make it back to that one in 88. He's hoping that 42 is going to run out of gas. If he can somehow split them, he might win the race. But it does look like the 42 is going to have enough fuel as I cycle through here.
Yeah. You can cruise from here.
What a strategy call. Great
As I
job.
cycle, and your winner at Auto Club, the 4th ever Cup race for the North American eRacing League, is the 42 Chip Ganassi racing machine of Mr. Williams. What a strategy call. And I'm sure what will be talked about in Discord there is that block coming to the line.
Sure.
All right, boys, go ahead and take over. What did you see during this race that's worth talking about as I add our race winner to the party?
Pack racing, a bunch of big.
I think it was just an unbelievable race tonight with
I know
everything
you
being
gotta do
3
what you
wide,
gotta
sometimes
do,
4
but the
wide. We
clock
even
is
had
not
5
gonna
wide
go
at
over
times,
well.
and everyone,
You're
for the most
welcome,
part, was able to
Jeremy.
keep it off of each other and race very clean. And then with the controversy surrounding Mr. Williams and being able to conserve right there at the end, that was a huge strategy call. And for him, you got to feel good, you know, for this race and carrying on into this weekend's events.
Oh, yeah,
All right, did we
absolutely.
see who officially won second? Did you already heard Edge out Lieutenant Crunch, or did Lieutenant Crunch take second place?
Lieutenant Crunch was able to take second, followed by You Already Heard, Draven, and Cobra was able to come away with the 5th place finish.
All right, so there's your top 5 here from tonight at Auto Club Speedway. I'm going to go ahead and send our race leader, Mr. Williams 42, in the 42 machine, another invite. Let's see if he comes this time. If not, we're going to move on to our second place finisher of Lieutenant Crunch. So we definitely saw a lot of action here tonight. Stage 1 was insane. Stage 2 was even crazier. We had cautions all over the place. We had wrecks all over the place. Stage 3, we had an early caution. I predicted we were going to have 3 or 4 more cautions, but they just did not come.
We just went green the rest of the way. I think it was pretty spectacular. Oh, Mr. Williams has joined
As
us.
we have our race leader here in the party, and he's left.
Oh,
Oh.
Might have a little bit of NAT type error there. Let me go ahead and send another invite. He might be too excited. He might have clicked it twice. Who knows? As he is here, we have our race leader, the number 42 in that Chip Ganassi racing machine, Mr. Williams, 923. Mr. Williams, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. Big win. It's been a struggle figuring out this NASCAR Heat 4 game.
there he is.
So, man, I'm just huge win. He had a fast car all night. Just got screwed over in both stages.
Yeah, so talk
And,
about that a little bit more. We saw you in stage 1 early on. You were running in the top 5. You got into a little bit of controversy, but we didn't see you again until stage 3. What happened?
Oh, man, just, bad luck there. I started on the outside stage 2. Couldn't really get anything going there. There was an accident at the beginning of that, so I kind of ducked down and drove it down through the grass and came up. Joe got me pretty
Maybe
good there,
another
so I messed up the
CGR
rear of the
here.
race car, but I had to do something, man. I hate for him, but I had to fight for my life there.
Oh, yeah, well, definitely. That's the question I think everybody's waiting to ask. We saw that 4 car getting bigger in your mirror as the laps started to click off. We had a little bit of inside information here from Doc Shocks saying that you were forced down pit road a little bit early. That's why you came that early. So you come down, you're on older tires, Draven is catching up to you. What's going through your mind?
Well, actually, I had to pit early because my damn controller started dying, so I didn't know how long it was going to last. So I wanted to pit before it died, and so I can't hit pit road a little bit early. It worked out. I gained a lot of time on them guys, but I knew Draven was going to eat me up on the back end of the run. And yeah, man, he came quick, and I threw. That probably wasn't one of my best blocks, but I threw it regardless and got the W. So we'll see I'm pretty sure I got one coming down the road.
All right, Jack, Boy, you got anything to add or any questions for our race winner here?
Yeah. So when you came off pit road, you were. Is it true that you were a couple laps short, or like a lap short?
Nah, man. I was pretty good on fuel. I pitted with like 11 to go. Fuel runs pretty decent here. took a can and a half. I was probably about 3 laps to the good there at the end.
Okay, so when you came off the road with that big lead, and Draven was quickly closing in, how did you keep yourself in check and just focus on the victory?
Just hit my marks and block everybody out in the mic party, man. I get pretty quiet when I'm trying to concentrate, and just kept aiming for the bottom. I tried to run the middle there twice, and he made up about 3/10 of 2 laps, so I had to go back down to the bottom. That's about the best I could do there.
All right, Sharp, any questions here to ask our race winner before we move on to our runner-up?
Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Williams, first of all, congratulations on the race win. I'm sure you must be feeling very excited about the run tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. So we saw that you and your CGR teammate, URA Herb, were very strong through the first stage. Kind of maybe got mixed up in the pack just a little bit there and kind of brought you all back toward the pack, but it looks like you stayed patient. What was going through your mind when you entered stage 3?
Just really try to stay track position. If you can keep track position before everybody, because when everybody pits on the green, man, it spreads the field out pretty good. So really my goal was to stay in the top 5 until that green flag pit stop so I could try to gain as much time as I could. And I was going to short put regardless, but my controller kind of forced my hand just a little bit sooner, and it kind of paid off there at the end.
I was actually going to touch base on that. So it seemed like it might have been a little bit of a red flag for you to pit so soon, but it did work out for you. So was there any thought that, maybe saving the tires there at the end would have helped you out toward the end of the run?
No way, man. As soon as I came off pit road, I was 100 mile. I was pedal to the metal. I was driving as hard as I could because I thought somebody was going to try to, and it seemed like Gator tried to because he had about 2 seconds on me there, but he got into a mix-up with Killam on pit road and was able to take advantage and just hold off Draven at the end.
There you go, pedal to the metal. Well, once again, congratulations on your win, buddy.
All right, so
much.
Mr. Williams, 923, winning his first career race for the North American eRacing League. Mr. Williams, have anybody shout out here before you politely leave the party?
Yeah, man. Just shout out to Draven for he raced me pretty clean there, and I threw a pretty, like I said, one of my best blocks, and and shout out to 704 Games for this tire model. It's pretty wild. It's a lot better than 3, I think. The tire fall-off is a lot more dramatic. And shout out to you for doing all the commentating and the streams. North American Racing League, it's a great league, and we've got a bright future.
All right, well, sounds good. Thank you for joining so quickly. I appreciate you coming in here. I'm going to find our runner-up of Lieutenant Crunch. Yes, no problem. And let's see if we can't get him in here real quick. And if he's still online, I would like to see Draven64's thoughts on that late block. Yeah, for sure. I'm scrolling down here, and I don't see Lieutenant Crunch. He might not be on my friends list. Is he on any of y'all's? Yeah, it was the 88 of Lieutenant Crunch. All right. If we don't have him, unfortunately, I'll message him and send him a friend request, all that good stuff. But we're just going to go straight to Draven. I'm going to give y'all a second to see if you have him on your friends list. All right, we're going to Draven. We have sent the mic invite to Draven. We're going to get his thoughts on what happened there with about 2 to 3 to go with Mr. Williams. We'll give him a couple seconds here to join. To kind of recap there, Mr. Williams on old tires was coming. He had the lead. Draven 64 on fresher tires was catching him. And then about 2 to 3 to go, a little bit of a late block happened. Sent Draven through the grass. He may be a little bit too upset to accept this mic party. But to make it, I wouldn't blame him either. But to make it clear, I'm going to go ahead and send him a second one. Oh, he's joined. Draven, are you here? It says he joined. Oh, Draven64, how you doing?
I'm frustrated. How you doing?
It was an exciting race up here, and we're going to get to exactly why you were frustrated. But first, strong car all night. Go over a little bit of what you were trying to accomplish there in Stage 3, more specifically late Stage 3.
Man, it was a damn good car tonight. That thing was badass fast. I got shuffled to the back a couple of times, and it just cruised its way up to the field like it was nothing. So that was a lot of fun. That first half of the race was just it was intense.
Yeah, that first half, it was crazy. I don't think I stopped talking for the first hour that the race was on. It was insane. Yeah. But so
I made a comment. I'm looking forward to the broadcast.
well, that's good to hear. Well, usually when I'm interviewing you, you're the race winner. And that very well looked like it was going to happen tonight until we came down to about 2 to 3 to go. You caught Mr. Williams. Go through what happened there.
Yeah, man, going back to your question for Stage 3, my strategy was to, because once Williams and I think it was Keenan's the 3-car, they got up to me, and we kind of broke away in a 3-car pack, so usually when that happens, I take full advantage of it and just try and work together and break away from the field and prepare for the last pit stop. And I just knew my car could go just a little bit longer than most others, so I pushed it out as far as I could go till it was about 1 lap left of fuel. I made my last pit stop, and I figured there's going to be people pulling strategies of just taking fuel only, maybe right side tires, so I actually went full 4 tires, fuel, everything, and I took off, and that's how I was able to run Williams down so fast. And went from 3 seconds and caught him down to, I think it was coming to 2 laps to go, 1 lap to go or whatever. And I went up high, and I knew he was going to block me, so I just kind of got ready for it and went back to the bottom, stuck my nose underneath him, and he came down, put me in the infield, so I got his number.
Now, I will say on that block, it was an excellent save orchestrated by yourself going through the grass. I thought you were going to at least go around, but you kept it straight and came out in P4 or P5. How does that? How do you manage that?
I appreciate that. I managed that using a wheel. I think it's where we have an advantage. Because I'm not saying it was easy by any means, because this son of a bitch was left and right all over the place, but somehow kept it straight. But I just think that's where a little bit of an advantage is, because I know on a controller with a joystick, you can only do so much before it's going to overcorrect itself. So.
Oh, that's absolutely true.
Leeway on the wheel, so.
And let me dive in a little bit farther. So these past couple races, you've been involved in a decent amount of controversy. If it's not the 42, it's the 48 in multiple leagues. Where are you at in a mental space going on further into the league schedule?
Man, it's is what it is at this point. I mean, yeah, I'm pissed because there's some things that shouldn't have happened but did happen, but that's just racing, man. I mean, stuff's gonna happen no matter what. It's racing. Shit happens. So I mean, yeah, I'm frustrated mentally, and I don't need it. Just clear my mind, focus, think ahead, and focus on getting another win, because I know I got the car for it, capable of it. So.
Well, there you go.
Keep moving on to the next one.
Well, 4 races in, you're still our win leader with 2. You've won 50% of the races, cup races here in the North American eRacing League. So congratulations on that. Jagboy, do you have a question for Draven before we move on?
Not much. I got one. Well, so Draven, great run tonight.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to know, like, I'm like in the obviously Xfinity Series guy, coming in new guy. So I just want to know how do you prepare for these races?
A lot of practice when I can get it in. Usually I try and get together with the guys I race with, and we'll try and put together a lobby and just kind of try out different presets. And I feel like the secret is you got to put in a lot of laps. You got to set up the races to where you're almost doing mock races, or at least something similar to that aspect, because I mean, a lot goes into the long runs and a lot goes into these strategies. You can't really learn a whole lot doing the small races, you know what I mean, the small percentage races. So when it comes down to the league races, you just you put a lot of time and effort into focusing on finding a preset, sticking with it, and just working with it.
All right, so Draven64 digging into his bag of tricks and giving out secrets. Charp, do you have any final questions for Draven?
Draven, fantastic run tonight. It looked like you were up there in the lead pack pretty much the majority of the night, and I'd even go as far as to say that you might have had the car to beat there at the end of the run. So with the incident aside, what was going through your mind as the laps were winding down? What do you absolutely need to do to be able to get to the front?
Hold a steady line, work the draft, and pick and choose my holes very wisely, because anything can go wrong. I mean, as you guys saw, there's a little bit of bumping and swaying and all sorts of stuff happening. Things got really tight there on a few occasions, so It was a matter of just looking ahead and picking and choosing the holes wisely and using the runs when I had them. And yeah, that's just, especially at California when draft is so important. You have to time your runs perfectly. So
absolutely, and with the track so wide open like that, we saw that you were working through the guys that pitted a little bit sooner, and after a couple laps, you didn't have anybody to draft with, and still were running some very fast lines. So I'm guessing that the line that you run here at Auto Club, being it is so wide, does dictate what sort of lap time you're going to run.
Absolutely, yeah, because one thing I like about Auto Club is as the tires wear, you can change and manipulate your line a little bit to how the car is handling it. I like a little bit looser, so I got it set up to where when you come up the corner, you just kind of float the wheel a little bit, and just because they say loose is fast, so it's not scrubbing speed, it's not actually wearing the tires down. It's that nice, perfect little float off the corner as you come up to the wall, and there's so much room to do it there. I mean, yeah, that's what I like to do with it.
All right, so here's Draven64 giving out even more secrets. I hope you're taking notes at home, Xfinity guys tuned in to watch this. Draven, do you have anybody to kind of shout out here before we go ahead and sign off?
Not really. I mean, shout out to the league. I appreciate the opportunity to race. I have a lot of fun doing it. It's my outlet. So, yeah, shout out to everyone in the league. Appreciate it. It was good racing, aside all the crap. So, I enjoyed it. Mobile 140 was bad fast, and off to the next one.
For sure. And I'm not sure that we can top this weekend of racing if you combine the Xfinity race that we had last night and the race that we had tonight with all the chaos, but we're going to try. So Sunday, tune in at 8:45. The Xfinity cars are heading to Gateway, and if you want to tune into the Cup cars, they're heading to Martinsville, Virginia to take on the shortest track in NASCAR next November 11th. So next Monday on Veterans Day, a Veterans Day special. So go ahead, make sure you tune in. Draven, thank you for joining so quick. Jagboy, thank you for commentating another race. And Sharp, thank you for joining us tonight.